put your hands on your back.
This is Andrew Wiley. 2 years ago, his 12-year-old daughter went missing, while he pretended to know nothing about it.
Do you know where Lori is now?
No, I do not.
Okay.
No, I do not.
And while it all started as a missing persons case,
You ever seen this guy around here?
No. Oh, sorry.
No, we're just looking for a missing girl, but
You ever seen her around?
No, what happened?
We're canvassing for missing juvenile.
I have not seen her.
what seemed to be a random search led to a dark and unsettling discovery with Andrew finally arrested.
I don't know to tell you.
Well, how about something we would understand? Explains why she ain't around anymore.
Now with new leads, detectives had to figure out what happened to her, while Andrew will do everything possible to make sure the truth never comes to light.
She ran away. That's it. That's it.
And I don't want to assume that she's, but I think she told me that her dad was gonna.
Shouldn't be found.
Yeah, we found her. She's right where you left her.
On the 3rd of June 2023, Tallahassee police received a 911 call from a man reporting that his daughter, Lori Page, had run away at night while he was at work.
Police department. Hey, are you Mr. Wiley?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm so sorry. Okay. So, do you remember what she was last wearing?
I left for work yesterday, so like I work at night.
So you work at night? Okay.
Yeah, she was
So,
in bed.
who was she hanging out with whenever she ran off?
I don't know. I got off work. She not here.
Who was supposed to drop her off here? So, you went to work last night,
So I
and
go
she
to
was
work.
here?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you came home, she was
wasn't.
gone? Okay. So, what time was that? When was the last time you actually physically saw her?
Like 11.
11 p.m.
Officers searched the home and found no sign of struggle or forced entry. And since it happened before, they thought it'd be easy. But days turned into weeks, and weeks into months.
Concerns continuing to grow for missing 12-year-old Lori Page. She was last seen in June of last year in Tallahassee.
So here's why we're here. It's been 6 months. This girl walked out of your house with a bag and nothing else. She's 12 years old. She hasn't been heard from in 6 months. Me and him, we're part of the homicide unit. I'm not telling you anything's happened to her, but it's gotten to the point now where probabilities are not in our favor.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here. So, we kind of wanted to get our own perspective of everything. That's why we're asking you these questions again. Me and him don't believe you had anything to do with it. You did not kill her, right?
No.
Right. You would not want to. That's your daughter, right?
Nah.
Okay.
And months into nearly 2 years with no trace of Lori anywhere.
I have never worked a case where a child has been missing this long without some sort of lead or communication from the child.
And while it turned into a homicide investigation, the question remained: what happened to Lori and why? Lori was a bright, straight-A student who loved school more than anything. Her teachers and friends described her as quiet and funny. But behind that was a very sad little girl who most of the time felt neglected and alone. And while every option in finding her was exhausted, all focus shifted to one man who acted like he cared the most.
I don't know to tell you.
Well, how about something we would understand? How about something that explains why she ain't around anymore?
She ran away. What you mean? Like,
No, she didn't run away.
hey,
Come on.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That's it. Hey, look, bro. She ran away. That's it. That's it. You see me? Y'all want to keep coming back? Cool.
Hey,
That's it.
when did she run away?
That was a year ago. I don't know. Sometime in June.
You didn't just drive to Jacksonville and come back and she was still at the house.
I got no more words for y'all.
Andrew Wiley was Lori's father and the last person known to have seen her alive. If anyone knew what happened to Lori, it was him.
Let's first start. Do you have any questions? Like, what's been about the case? What's been going on?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like, I know, like, before, like, when Detective Drake was doing it, I just assumed she was gonna, get it done, because the first time they found her. So I'm thinking, yeah, it was cool. But I think what was frustrating was like, we barely talked.
Mm-hmm.
She'll text sometimes, but that was it. And I think the last time I talked to her, I said, I don't want to talk to you if you ain't gonna tell me nothing.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Okay.
And I think they started switching stuff.
Yeah. So, about what was it, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, I know I took on the first.
About 3 weeks ago, that's when I came to see you in Thomasville, and that was done because they know that detectives in the homicide unit have a lot of experience, and usually, I mean, collectively we've got probably more experience than the rest of the detectives here in CIB. So we've looked at a bunch of different types of cases through our career. Most of us have been training officers before, and just have a lot of experience with different things, and kind of can move through cases rather efficiently. So that was the thought, and given the other idea too, the morbid nature of it is, after 7 months, probabilities aren't great. And I know you talked to Sergeant Newhouse about that already, and I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we find her with a bunch of kids running the streets, and she just don't want to be told to do anything. And that's kind of what I'm worried about, is making sure that we do what we can to find her safe and sound and bring her back to you.
It's been 7 months since Lori's disappearance, and it's low-key starting to look like a homicide case. Detectives are still trying to keep Andrew's hopes up, even as they suspect he knows what happened to Lori, but just can't prove it yet. Now, what kind of a father could take his own daughter's life and then pretend nothing happened? If there's a word harsher than monster, Andrew has earned it.
We went to Nashville, spoke with Miranda, and obviously there's a lot going on with Miranda. She mentioned Lori being hospitalized up there
In Nashville?
in Nashville at Vanderbilt University Hospital. Did she ever mention that to you?
No.
Okay. She mentioned Lori being prescribed medications. Is that something that you were?
I learned that later. Like when
Okay.
I talked to the grandma,
Yeah.
she was saying she was on medication. I'm like, why you didn't tell me?
Right.
If you wanted me to help out, just tell me. I would have deal with them.
Well, from Miranda told us, she weaned Lori off of those medications before she even brought her down here. So.
What kind of meds?
Something related to it's used for two things: blood pressure and anxiety.
What was it?
Glucophene. I can't promise that I'm spelling that word right, but we have already done records to get those records.
Yeah.
I mean, either the grandma.
I'm sorry, legal process
or
to get the records.
Because the grandma said she weaned off whatever
Right.
that
Mhm.
was.
Yeah, she told us that too, but Miranda told us that, so I don't know which one.
Lori had a rocky relationship with her mother, Miranda, and had been hospitalized multiple times. She was even placed on medication for anxiety and blood pressure issues from as young as 5. And because of this, Andrew was granted full custody. On the surface, it looked like a normal father and daughter situation. But behind closed doors, there was a much darker dynamic that no one ever saw coming. At least not until the case was finally solved. And that hidden truth may be the very reason Lori lost her life.
Is there anything, now I'm thinking about it, anything on your iPhone? This is I guess you had another number before, a Miami number before?
I had like.
Because I know back then when we talked to you, you had a Miami number, then you switched it to a Georgia number, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Is there anything on that phone, like the old phone with Miranda?
No.
No text messages or anything?
There's few, but I mean, it ain't that many. It's few. Yeah, it's few.
Okay. I mean, how are those conversations usually?
I mostly call her, so
Okay.
we'll talk, but it was never long, But we don't talk.
How well do you remember that kind of like that week leading up to her going missing? You think if we asked you some questions, you'd remember some of it? Okay. Let's start with, it would have been around the 25th of May. I don't know if you remember the date, but it would have been the day Miranda came.
Okay.
Do you remember how how that interaction
It
went.
was bad.
What
It was bad. 'Cause
what was the whole purpose for Miranda being there?
Miranda pop up, you know.
Mhm.
I don't know half the time why she do stuff she did, but it was already, because I think she just ran away, you know,
Mhm.
before that. And when that day happened, she was just like, I don't know, like she just let it all out.
Had you called her to let her know that Lori ran away, or was it something
The
that?
first time I called
Mhm.
her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, she do that all the time."
Okay.
And then she was like, "Don't be surprised if you do it again or something." I hung up the phone. And then the second time, I ain't called. I just talked to the detective.
Right.
And just was trying to see.
Okay. It seemed like that was one of the things she said she came down for. What she was upset about is that no one told her that Lori had gone missing. But if she wasn't concerned before, why would you call her?
Yeah. We told her the first time. We was letting her know, but she said what she said, and I don't even think she checked back. But whatever.
And just so we're clear, the first time is the May 9th incident when they found her back at school? Okay, gotcha. Because I know there was a time before that.
When she ran out the house?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't tell Miranda about that time?
I don't think I did.
Okay, gotcha. Like I said, I just want to make sure I'm understanding the same
Is
thing
that
as all.
is that the one you told me about before, where you may have like broken your toe or something like that, trying to catch her?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever go to the hospital or anything for that?
I forget. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I mean, I don't know if you said she had any injuries from that. Like,
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah, she was going crazy. When we got back in the house, I said, "You did more damage to yourself, did you feel me? Didn't get in the boat." I'm like, you tripping.
Mm-hmm.
She had a big scar on the knee. She had a busted lip when she fell.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it was a circle on her knee, right?
It's like a circle.
How big or like what shape would it be?
It's probably about that big.
Okay.
She still have the scar?
Yeah.
Okay.
She jumped in the ditch. What you doing?
Right, yeah. Is it that ditch like right behind the house?
So you see, not this back here on the side. So if you walk all the way to the side, it's a long.
Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's a little deeper than the one behind the house. Okay.
Every excuse Andrew is giving right now is a carefully cooked up story, covering for the injuries Lori came to school with regularly. He was a violent father with no patience for a little girl who was still figuring out how to grow up. And that was the exact reason Lori felt unloved and unwanted in that house. But the curious question is, how was Andrew eventually caught? And if you're interested in how cases like these with scumbag fathers get solved, subscribe, because there's a lot more like this just for you.
The day she went missing, what do you remember about that day? I know you went to work, right? You left that the night before. That's what you originally told us. You left that night before. What had been going on throughout that day leading up to before you went to work?
Nothing. Everything was chill. Like I said, she be in her own world, and I be in the room. So it ain't like we, I ain't trying her or going back and forth with her. I'm just sticking everything straight. And you had your bad days. So, that was it. I went to work, came home. I was like, what the hell, bro?
Okay. I'm specifically talking like that the day you would have gone to work later that night, but during that day before.
Yeah.
How was she acting?
Just quiet, like closed off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
were you home all day with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't do that much stuff. Like we chill.
Okay.
When she was just home and you guys were doing your thing, what was that thing? Was she playing any video games, playing on the TV, drawing something else, anything else?
A lot of our days is just her watching anime and me being in the room watching my own TV. That's it. It ain't it's literally nothing that we do the same thing every day. We chill, we watch TV.
Pretty routine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just that during that time she was more, I don't know if say like in her head or something, but
Okay. Was there anyone else living with you at the time? Like, and you got a girlfriend, right?
yeah, but I think she was in the field
Okay.
in Louisiana.
So it was just you and Lori now. Okay. We look into everybody. We look into everything. All right. This job will make you cynical, and we have to go over every single thing for two reasons. One, we've got to make sure, because what's going to happen is if we get asked, you know, why didn't you ask that question? You never asked the question. Well, you know, we didn't, and we'll never know, you know, until we ask you. The other thing is for the reasons you contacted Mr. Zellman, is that you've seen what's going on in the news and everything else. You've heard what they're saying about you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why I wanted to talk to you too. Okay. Not because I believe what's going on, but because, all right, it doesn't matter what I think. We have to ask certain questions and do certain things to make sure that no one has any doubts about you. All right. So some of the things we did is we looked at kind of where you were. We have all kinds of tools at our disposal. All right. If you're okay with this, all right. So it looks like you may not have been at work certain days during that time. That's why I kind of asked you, was there anything that would have kept you home? Do you remember not going to work or calling in sick? You were supposed to be at your shift and didn't?
No.
You don't remember any of that? Okay. Because it looks like you work all the time, and then there's a couple days you don't go to work. So.
What you mean?
There were a couple days during that time frame you didn't go to work.
Time frame being the last time Miranda
From
showed up
that week before
to Laura
she
being
went
missing.
Yeah.
You coming home and not finding her. Do you remember calling in sick any of those days?
No.
Okay. And the reason we're asking was there something happening at home that would have caused you to think that you couldn't go to work for whatever reason?
No.
Okay. The day that day leading up to Lori going missing. So you went to work that night, came home, she was missing. That day, whole day before, did you leave town at all?
I don't know.
Was there any reason you would go to Jacksonville?
Jacksonville?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I can recall.
Okay. Because it looks like you went just before you went to work. So you went to Jacksonville during that day and then came back, then went to work. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, what was that for?
I was dropping the friend off at the airport.
Who's your friend?
Tim.
Tim what?
Tim Brown.
Tim Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have his phone number?
Not in this phone.
Okay, in your other phone you have it? Who is Tim to you?
Just a friend.
Okay, was he staying with you?
No.
Okay, where was he staying?
He was somewhere in Tallahassee. He just needed to ride to the airport.
Okay, so that was all it was? You took him to the airport?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Tim his real name?
Yeah.
Is it Timothy or what does Tim look like?
He red, short, low cut.
Okay. How old?
I don't know, 30 something.
30 something? Okay. And that was that day. Where was Lori that day? Was she with you or?
No, Lori was home.
Okay, she was at home?
Yeah.
Okay. She didn't ride with you to the airport?
No.
Okay. So yeah, so in the days before, did you call out sick to hang out with them or?
No.
No, nothing like that?
No.
All right. On the on the day you reported her missing, it took you a while to get home. It was kind of outside your normal routine. Do you remember before all that, what happened?
No.
So you took Tim to the airport,
On the day,
came home, went to work, and then made a stop or two along the way home. Do you remember any of those? Do you remember contacting patients first?
no.
Okay. All right.
Would there be any reason you contact patients first?
Now, these questions are beginning to make Andrew uncomfortable. One thing he seems to forget is that he's a correctional officer, not a detective. Even though he works within the system, he doesn't understand the small tricks detectives use to catch a lie. At the time, he didn't think his inconsistent work routine would matter, but now it's clearly a problem, and from the look on his face, he has no ready-made answers for him.
And you can see where we're going with this, right? You know, there's a trip out of town, Lori goes missing, then you're going to an urgent care facility. You know, it's just, like I said, I'm not suspicious of you doing anything. All right, I just kind of, these are questions that are going to come up and we need answers to them. That's all, so we can explain it and kind of go in the right direction for this case and look elsewhere, right? There's when you get home that morning and you figure out she's missing, do you call anybody or ask anybody or go looking for her any place before you call us?
Did I do that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know I called the police. I know when I got home, I was like,
do you remember about what time you got home?
no.
Okay. Do you know if you got home later than usual or earlier than usual?
It depends on the time. Because sometimes if I do overtime, I get off a little late instead of like at 4.
Yeah.
It'd be like around like 11, 12.
In the time Lori's gone missing, have any family members or anyone else reached out to you to ask or tell you about her or her whereabouts or anything?
I mean, no. No.
Even if it's like crazy and you dismissed it, has there been anything?
No.
Has anybody come other than police come to talk to you about her?
Like what? Like come to my house? The teachers?
Well, what did they talk to you about?
Just seeing where she was and whatnot. That's about it.
How was your relationship with them?
I don't know them people. So it ain't like, the only teacher I knew was the art teacher.
Okay.
How many teachers came to talk to you?
It was 2.
Okay. Do you remember the names?
It was 3. It was one guy, I don't know the name. I know the lady who be on TV. It was a black lady and a man, a white man.
Did they all come at one time or separately?
It was separate.
Okay.
And it was just to ask where she was?
Dad, support. About it.
Okay.
We're definitely going to give Andrew the award for being the worst father of the year. Andrew knew nothing about Lori. He didn't know her teachers, her classmates, or even her close friends. In truth, she was more of a burden to him than a daughter. But that won't matter for long because the next thing that's going to happen is what finally makes detectives turn their full attention toward him.
So, before you let us take your phone and download it, is it okay if we do that with your other phone? Because we didn't know about that one.
Download what?
Well, all the stuff that you had us do before, any messages or anything, maybe we can get Tim's number from your phone as well.
Y'all want to download my phone?
Yeah.
For what?
Well, to see if there's anything in there, anything she looked up on your phone, anything that, any account she created on your phone that may tell us where she is. Because I know she had some accounts that she started and we have that. Did we get that from?
Yeah, like when she would play Roblox with your girlfriend's sister. She said she used to play it on your phone because she didn't have a phone at the time.
But what?
That when they were together that Thanksgiving, like she would play on her mom's phone, and then Lori would play on your mom's phone so that they could play Roblox together.
No. No.
Whose phone should she have played on? Because she didn't have a phone based on that time frame.
She didn't play Roblox on the phone. And if she did play it on the phone, it wasn't her phone. It had to be, I don't even think it was her account. It had to be my girl's sister. But she never played Roblox on my phone.
We know she started certain like internet accounts. I think she started Twitter, she started Instagram and all this stuff, but at some points you had taken her phone away, and we didn't know if before she even got a phone, did she start a different account? Or maybe we can get that information from your old phone, because since you've had this new one, it was after Lori left, right?
Yeah.
And that's why that we, your new one doesn't do as much good. The old one might, because
So, just because you don't have her Instagram account active on your phone doesn't mean that it won't be in the history.
But she didn't use my phone for Instagram. You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't use my phone. She had a phone or she didn't have a phone. She didn't use my phone.
Well, so that's kind of the problem we're running into is we do know that she had other accounts, but I can't find them on her phone. So I know somehow
Because
she's
she
accessing
started all
them.
that on the school computer.
But here's the
That's what I'm saying. She didn't.
Yeah,
She didn't get on my phone to play. Like, she had a computer. She literally had a computer. If she had a computer, TV, she was straight. It wasn't like, oh, I just got that phone too when I got her phone.
Okay,
So that phone was new too.
So you got them at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. So it wasn't like she was using my phone. She had a phone, but I took it away and she still had her computer.
Okay.
Like, I never took the computer away.
Because of the school computer.
Yeah.
Right. What about your other computer? You mentioned you had your own computer.
Yeah.
And you caught her doing some of the stuff on that.
That was yeah. Yeah, but I just talked about it, and then I just talked about it, and then she started using my computer.
Okay. Is that computer synced to your phone?
No.
Are there any shared accounts between that computer and your phone?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, Apple's, it's easy. Other Google makes it easy, so that's why.
Because I use an Apple phone and a Microsoft computer.
Yeah.
So they don't talk.
Yeah. You can't make it talk.
No.
And like I said, it's not that we're accusing you of anything at all.
Like,
I know it feels that way.
If I thought that was the way that things were going, I would have stopped the question. You and I would have had a conversation. Okay, that's not what I am hearing them say. They are trying to exhaust all possible leads. Because I know, give you an example,
and alleviate the pressure from outside people that's putting on you and making you out to be this person that you're not. That's honestly, that's the main reason. Because if man, you're talking about like Nancy Grace already getting involved in this, doing podcasts and everything else. I don't want them to portray you as this horrible parent that that did anything wrong. You were trying to do the best you could for this girl, and I wouldn't tell them, hey, he wouldn't let us download his phone, but they're gonna ask. And if it's something that, if there's any chance it could help, that's what we're after. And we're gonna go through, I mean, I'm telling you, we're gonna go through your phone. We're gonna look at pictures, we're gonna look at stuff. Even if you had like a live or something like that, you know, that maybe she was captured in. I don't know if you do that, I don't, but there could be something there that we could use to find her.
An account she may be logged into that we don't already know about.
And you wouldn't know about it if it's been deleted, but the data would still be there.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to me privately?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can step out.
Okay.
Just a minute before you.
Oh yeah. Just knock on the door when you guys have it off.
Andrew took a break to speak privately to his lawyer and re-strategize, but his resistance to handing over his phones for further investigation immediately raised a serious question. Why was his privacy more important than finding his daughter? And what exactly is on those devices that Andrew is so desperate to protect?
Before you called 911, did you go anywhere to look for her?
Probably, maybe, I don't know. You telling me something?
Did you call anybody that would have known where she was?
I don't know. I probably went back to the grandma house, maybe. I don't know. I all I know is she was missing and I called. So I was like,
Did grandma have the same number?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know you said Lori was upset after Miranda left one of the times, and that you had to kind of talk her down. What was her normal, I guess, attitude toward anything in general, like broad definition?
What you mean?
Like, was she always peppy, happy, sad, depressed?
No, she was
anything like that. Huh?
Quiet and sad.
What is that?
99% of the time.
And you said you read her journals.
Yeah.
Were you ever concerned about, because you had said that one of them was kind of depressing. Were you ever concerned about Lori in that aspect at all?
I just thought she probably needed some help, some counseling or something, anything. But, you know, like I said, I talked to her, you know, tell her focus on being creative.
Did she ever openly talk to you about?
One time.
Okay. What did she say during that time?
She felt like, was it?
When did that time happen?
When the mama called.
When her mom called her?
Called at school.
Okay. Did she ever talk about what was in that phone call conversation? Like what Miranda said?
Probably. I don't know.
When she talked about what was the aftermath of that?
I was like, why the hell are you talking about? She just said she talked to her mama. Gave her a hug. We talked. I told her to stay away from her mama.
Okay. Did she mention any method?
No.
Did she say anything else about it that you think now jumps to light?
No.
Do you think she was serious at the time, or do you think something else?
I don't know. Yeah, she bold enough to run away. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't know.
While it all looks like Andrew is trying to pin everything on Lori's mother, his own attitude throughout the search tells a very different story. While the police were busy working their asses off trying to find his daughter, Andrew was busy flying around the world like he had no concern for Lori. And while he believes there's nothing that can ever point fingers at him as the one responsible for Lori's disappearance, one testimony from Lori's friend at school changes everything.
Did you ever see her researching online, like how to, or anything like that, along with some of the other stuff?
I never checked the computers like that. You feel me? I never.
So you caught her looking at the inappropriate stuff and then just shut it down?
Yeah, on my part, but any other time I just.
And you never went back to look at anything else she was looking at? Okay. And that's kind of why we're after the electronic stuff, just to see that some of that stuff would help, because then I could just look at it instead of try to think of any questions on top of that, to get an idea like what she was into, what she was looking at, and places she might go or things she might try. Let's see. Do you still have the same computer?
Yeah.
Is there any chance we could look at it?
No, because I get money off my computer.
Oh, okay. You say you have a home business with your computer?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Video editing.
Okay. Are you certain that Tim's phone number is on your phone?
I don't know. That phone is new. The iPhone is new. Like, it's new. Like, I only had that phone for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put everybody's number like on it. So I gotta go. Like, I gotta go home. I gotta see if it's on it. I had an Android. Like,
okay.
I had like 4 or 5 different numbers in like 2 years.
Okay.
So
that makes sense. All
so
right.
I gotta figure out where.
Which.
Like, I don't know. Like that. That's about. Like, I don't know. You feel me?
Part of what we talked about is if it's on one of the devices, one of his old devices, he doesn't remember the password. So he's gonna have to sit down and figure it out.
Okay. I'm just curious too. Is it like how did Tim contact you for the ride? Did you like run into him? Did he call you? Did he show up at the house? Did you?
No, he just called.
He called?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't no. I forgot about the whole thing because
Right.
it wasn't like.
It wasn't that significant.
Yeah.
I get it.
So.
It's significant to us because we didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
And we see you go to Jacksonville and come back. But to you, it was just giving a friend a ride to the airport. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I told him he was nicer than me because I would tell somebody to hire a ride or something.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's a long way. I might too tell him that. You're a good friend.
Yeah.
Did he pay you for the ride at least?
Nah, he don't.
While it seems funny, the reality isn't. Over a year after this interrogation, during a prescribed burn, clearing heavy brush on a remote plantation in Thomas County, Georgia, officers made a discovery. Human remains, later confirmed to be Lori Page. All that was left were a few bones.
Today is June the 3rd, 2025 at 10:05 a.m. We're currently at the Merrily Plantation, just outside Boston, Georgia. This video is to show the area where Andrew would have dropped or dumped Lori Page's remains back on June 3rd, 2023. This is approximately 2 years to the date of when that occurred. This video is to show the area and what it looked like at the time and how thick the vegetation is.
She was killed and dumped there, never ever to be found. And while detectives don't know this yet, they're trying to understand that missing gap, because that's where the most critical part of the case happened. But that haunting question remains. Why was she killed? Was it intentional or a mistake?
And that's the thing, you know, that's why when it comes to your computer, your phone, like what if there's something on there? If you want to look at it, let us know. But let us know what you see. But you know, there's always a chance. What if she got on something, deleted it? What if, you know, what if she went somewhere to some website that we don't know about from her phone or her school computer? You know, that she could have gone to, and hell, it could be the one thing. We just never know, and that's all we want, is to see if there's anything like that. And we're asking you. We're not serving you with a search warrant. We're not demanding that you bring it up here with threat of going to jail or anything like that. We're simply asking you. And if you feel, you know, that way about it, okay, that's fine. But we have to ask you because there could be something.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
And we won't know until we look.
Yeah.
The other thing he's saying is, if you change your mind, let me know, and I can communicate. I'll communicate that with them and make whatever arrangements need to be made.
I like 7 phones.
Yeah, I know. And we'll do all of them.
Yeah.
Just in case there's something there. And like I said, we can even pull some stuff that may not be visible anymore. He's told you that.
Yeah, just because you think it's deleted.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it is.
If you can find 7 phones, we'll do 7 phones. I mean, whatever it takes to find Lori, man.
Yeah, no.
And you know, if I thought there was something else we could do right now, we'd be doing it. You know, instead of here talking to you and not giving you good updates, we're asking you questions and trying to go back over things that we've already discussed before, that you and I even discussed before, as recently as a few weeks ago. And like I said, if I thought that there was anything else I could be doing other than talking to you, I would be doing it.
Sadly, none of these things detectives were saying were convincing enough to let Andrew give detectives his 7 phones. And with no evidence to hold him down, he was allowed to leave after the questioning. But exactly 1 year and 2 months later, he'd be called back, and this time, with enough evidence he wouldn't be able to defend, and without a lawyer to shield him.
Do you have any idea why you're here? Angie, we can play games if you want to, but I'm tired of playing games. Alright? Is there anything you want to ask me?
You brought me here.
I know I brought you here. You don't want to know why?
You got the floor.
You're not concerned in the least? You're a corrections officer. You just got brought to the police department in handcuffs. And you don't have any questions?
You brought me here.
You're right. Like I said, I'm tired of playing games. This whole thing's been pretty important to us. I would hope it's been pretty important to your family too. So like I said, I'm not gonna play games with you. When was the last time you were in Thomas County? When was the last time you were in Boston?
Said you moved here in September. Been back out there since?
This silent treatment. I mean, how do you want to play this, man?
I mean, if I were in your position, I'd have a ton of questions as to why I was here now.
And I'm not going to pretend you're not a smart man. I know you're a smart man, so you understand the difference between murder, manslaughter, and everything in between, right? Negligent manslaughter, any of those things. You understand that? You've seen people come in and out of that prison, day in, day out, different types of charges. How do the ones look that are charged with murder versus the ones that are charged with lesser offenses? Do they look different? Do they act different? Which one do you want to be?
Don't you think everybody deserves to know what happened there?
If anybody, for you. You want everybody to think you're a monster? Because I can tell you right now, if you wait to do that when you get to court, ain't no one going to want to listen to you. Your chances right now, we can amend charges.
Your family, Miranda's family, hell, at this point,
your son,
half the country.
I mean, you went on the air and you talked to this lady with a podcast. You did a whole bunch of things. And they at first felt bad for you, but you know what? There were times they called us and they're like, I don't know about this guy. And I'm not saying that prompted us to do anything. We just gather the facts and make our decision based on that. However, the one person who has the most information is you when you want all the information and the truth to come out. So like I said, you can wait for that to happen later if you want to, but no one's going to listen to you then. The only reason I wanted to talk to you is to find out the truth.
The time Andrew claimed he went to drop off his friend at the airport was the most critical point of this case. Something had made him kill his daughter intentionally, and right before going to work that night, he went to bury her at that place she was found at, and then hid her backpack where no one would ever find it, so it would look like she truly ran away. What he didn't realize is that at this age and time, bodies don't hide anymore.
Do you even care? An honest question, man.
You're sitting there giggling in handcuffs while you're being charged with your daughter's murder.
I'm being charged with murder.
Yeah. That wasn't clear when I said that a minute ago?
You didn't say nothing, but just asked me why I was here.
That's why you're here.
On what basis?
I mean, we're talking about a 2-year investigation. We're not going to sit here and go through every piece of evidence, but what we can tell you is that we have enough evidence to charge you with murder.
Charge random people.
No.
We don't charge random people.
Definitely ain't random.
Especially not after a 2-year investigation.
And I'm telling you right now, if you don't show any signs of remorse right now, if you don't show any signs that you give it right now, you are going to be convicted. There is no doubt in my mind. Convicted of what is up to you. That's your only play here. Is it going to be guilty as charged, or is it going to be something else? Because right now, I'm with you and the way you're acting, it's going to be guilty as charged, no doubt in my mind. I've done enough of these. This is your shot, bud. And I'm willing to listen now. I'm willing to file any information that you have to go along with this case. And you know what? Deep down, I think you do feel bad. I think you do have remorse for what happened. And I think you got scared and did some stupid so she wouldn't be found.
So you ain't found my daughter.
That's all you're concerned about, whether or not we found her?
Yeah.
Yeah, we found her. She's right where you left her.
You're sitting here throwing your hands up like, you found her, so what? Well, you're being charged with murder, and we're saying we found her, so I think you're smart enough to put 2 and 2 together.
According to Lori's friends and classmates, she often came to school with bruises that didn't look like normal discipline. They would also reveal something a little more disturbing, saying that her father assaulted and threatened to kill her if she ever said a word.
Let's talk about Lori. Okay, so basically last year, I know she had snuck out to somebody's house.
Okay.
And then after that, her dad came to the bus stop and whooped her in front of everybody. She was embarrassed.
Okay.
And she was basically saying that she was getting abused and stuff. She said she couldn't take it no more. She was going to run away from home.
So tell me about how what your relationship was like when y'all went to school.
Like, she used to tell me about, like, her dad and stuff. And, like, I just feel like, why won't you tell nobody? Like, she just, like, she was, like, very quiet. And she didn't say nothing very much. Mm-hmm. But she always used to talk to me and my friend Palin. Mm-hmm. But she used to tell us stuff about her dad and her family. But she never, like, I kept telling her, like, go tell somebody, but you're not telling anyone. Running away is not gonna solve it. You're not telling nobody.
Right.
So like we was very close. And then when I heard she went away, I thought she went to her friend's house because that's where she went last time. but she didn't go there because they couldn't find her there. So she just left, like she just vanished.
What was the stuff that she was telling you about her dad and her family?
But she said her dad like don't feed her, and her dad like used to her and stuff. And I told her like you need to go tell somebody. Like you can't just sit there and let it happen because it's gonna keep bottling up, and one day can't take it anymore. You're gonna end up doing something that you don't want to do.
Right.
So I told her like you need to go tell somebody, or else it's just gonna keep happening. And when I found out she went missing, I was like, well, y'all need to go check her friend's house. Maybe like she'll be over there. And she wasn't there, and her friend said they haven't seen her either. I was trying to, I kept trying to get her to tell somebody, and she's like, no, I don't want to tell anybody. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like, no, you need to tell somebody because I've been through the same thing. I just don't live with my parents no more.
Right.
But like, you need to tell somebody. It's not gonna go away. You need to talk. You need to say something. And she didn't want to say nothing. So then the next 2 days I came to school, she wasn't there. And like I kept asking teachers, I was like, where is Lori at? Like she's not coming to school. Where's Lori? So then the teacher was like, oh yeah, she went missing. Go look at it. It's on the news. And I just started crying. Like I was like, what you mean she went missing?
Did she ever tell you why she wouldn't tell? Like what she thought would happen if she did tell somebody about all that? What did she think?
She told me that her dad was gonna kill her. And I told her, if you come to school and you say something to a teacher, your dad's not gonna find out. Like you're not talking to your dad.
Right.
You're talking to somebody who's going to tell the officers. Like they can tell you, and then like your dad won't even have no clue. Like the police, they'll just knock on your door. You won't have no clue.
Right.
Your daddy won't know. Just tell the teacher and they'll call somebody. But she never wanted to listen to me. And bro, like the one thing, if you go look on the news and you see the video that Miss Summers was in, you can see her dad like standing on the side, and he was smiling. He wasn't doing anything. He was smiling. Like he was looking like, and he was looking around while they was searching for Lori, right? He's sitting on the side like smiling and looking around. Baby, you're not gonna look for your child? Something's wrong with you. Like I ain't gonna say that because you might put me in handcuffs, but like
no,
I'll like scrap with him because like you literally sitting on the camera and you're smiling. You're not. Wow, all the other people from our school, from here, are looking for your child, and you're smiling. What are you smiling for?
Trust me, I get you on the frustration on that.
Like, and this is why, like, if I see her dad again, he's done with me because I'm really gonna beat him up. Like, I'm sick of people. But like, yeah, I really do miss my friend.
And while there was no real confirmation to any of these, detectives still believed that he had gotten her pregnant, and in the quest of shutting her up, he killed her and wiped all the evidence immediately.
I ain't mad at you, Andrew. I feel bad for you. Because I know over the last couple of years, this has been eating away at you. Every time we spoke, every time you came up here, I remember that day in the lobby. I thought that was genuine. And no one goes through the hassle of getting into corrections and doing all that stuff if they weren't deep down a good person. So I'm willing to entertain the idea, at least if you can give me enough details about it to understand what really happened. Because when Miranda talks about you, I don't believe what she says. When Brooklyn talks about you, I don't believe what she says. I believe Antoine, that's your brother. He likes you. He loves you. He's your brother. He spoke nothing but good things about you. And that's got to come from a place where you truly are. So like I said, I'm willing to hear you out. We need to get this right. But right now, the way things are, it doesn't look good for you. Make it look better. Come on, Andrew. Be a true grieving father like you are. Like I know you are.
It's over, man.
Do what you have to do to make this right now. You won't have another opportunity. You'll be looking at a bunch of people in a jury booth that won't give a flying hell about what you say when it comes your time. They're not going to care. They're going to look at everything else, and then they're going to convict you. But they have to get it right. I need them to get it right. You need them to get it right. So we need to know what actually happened. Okay? Was it a mistake? Was it an accident?
Listen, man.
Keep it up, man. This is your life, not mine. I can give. When this is over, that's it. That's the only opportunity you're going to get. I'm going to go about my business. I'm going to work the next case. Okay?
Listen, man. The mystery's over. All right.
Acting like that is what's pissing me off.
Lori's dead. You're charged with her murder.
So my daughter's dead.
She's dead. We found her remains.
Where?
You tell us. Because you wouldn't be here charged with murder for your daughter's death if we didn't have evidence to support that you did it. We wouldn't be doing it all speculation. We wouldn't be doing it all somebody thinks you did it. You've got evidence to support that you did it.
You have evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of it.
I killed my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said.
Yes. And that is why you're here right now.
So why we talking?
Because what we want to know is, how did it happen? That's what we're giving you the opportunity to tell us. Did you just get mad at her one day and decide this is the day? Was it an accident? Did something happen and you got scared after the fact?
Did you plan it? I mean, those are all questions I would want to be answered if I were a jury.
We wouldn't be doing our job if we weren't sitting here asking you these questions to try and give you the opportunity to tell us what actually happened that day.
And if I were on trial for it, I would like to give the jury those answers before they speculate as to what it was. Because them coming up with their own ideas is going to be very bad for you. Premeditated murder does not look well for you in court.
When detectives finally recovered Andrew's phones, his deleted search history from the exact week Lori vanished told a damning story. There were multiple searches for remote areas with bodies of water across Alabama and Georgia, and repeated searches on how to dispose of a body.
The biggest evidence in the case was his phone leading us to this plantation where a body was eventually found.
Then came his car. Beneath traces of heavy cleaning agents, investigators found blood that happened to be Lori's. They also recovered a pistol, but since no gunshot was reported during that time, detectives believed her death may have involved a strangulation or a method that left blood behind, and Andrew had no explanation for any of it.
But you know what? Every parent up there has been frustrated with their kids. Every parent up there has thought about, oh my God, I wish this was just stop. They're screaming, they're yelling, I can't control them. People understand that. People understand what it brings them to. Getting mad, punching walls, doing whatever, that kind of stuff. Some people do lose their temper, they understand that. But you know what they don't understand and what they don't like? Is someone sitting in your position with a smile on his face, not giving a damn one way or another. That's what they're going to see. Change your mind. Don't let them see that. Let them see who you are. That's your only shot, man. All you got. All you have right now is a story of that someone will understand, that someone may have sympathy for. It's not. Girl, after how long? Miranda just drops her on your doorstep. Now you got to deal with it, work and everything else. That's a tough spot. She's got all these problems at school, problems everywhere else, and now you got to deal with it. You didn't get a choice. She just didn't come pick her up. And now you got to enroll her in school. Never done that before. Then she's having all these problems at school, problems at home. You still got to work. What, a night shift? And then come home to deal with that? Oh, man, that's not an easy life. I get your perspective. I understand your point of view. I want everyone else to understand that too.
Jerry, I just said my daughter did that. You gotta talk to me, man.
Yeah.
I need a lawyer, bro.
Okay. Good luck.
Andrew Wiley maintained his innocence from the moment he was arrested to the very end. Sadly, justice never came for Lori. While awaiting trial at the Leon County Detention Facility, Andrew Wiley suffered a pulmonary embolism and was pronounced dead. He never faced a jury. Our hearts go out to Lori Page, a bright little girl who deserves so much more than the life she was given, and her mother who would have to carry the guilt of not being there for her daughter for the rest of her life. Do you think justice was ever truly possible for Lori? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching today's video, and please don't forget to subscribe and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.